nobody shouldn't recognize there's nothing else but content. Unless I got a gun, I'm standing in the middle of the streets, or I'm doing like King Peel and going to motherfuckers' hood. Like if I'm doing that shit, then you can say, okay, cool, I want beef. Now,
I can't imagine taking the same approach. Hey, everybody out there, all the rappers, all the gang members, if I say anything, if I disrespect you, if I say something horrible about you, it's all content, so you're not allowed to do anything to me. You see how crazy that sounds?
I'm keeping it real. Like with King Peel, right? Even with King Peel, when he made that mistake, so you at that time you was invested in King Peel before he disrespected you. You loved him, and when he disrespected trades without knowing, he said, "Yo, I'm gonna take that part out of the song."
How did you do it without knowing?
He don't know because it's different trades everywhere. You see what I'm saying? You think shit funny?
Right.
It's different trades everywhere. So he ain't talking about the trades.
But when you say that word, every single person who represents a trade knows. How that's gonna be taken.
I'm saying, but you made sure. What I'm saying, you made sure you did damage control and say, "Yo, I don't think you should say that." And he didn't say that. You didn't do me like that, nigga. I was sitting down live before I know it. 607 disrespect the Bloods. It's viral everywhere.
Yeah, and we didn't even have to call it that. That's just how everybody titled it. Every single page in LA, in hip hop, etc. They all titled it 607 disrespects the Bloods because you said the one word that absolutely nobody thinks is cool to say the Bloods.
Well, let me say, it's all the Bloods watching this on Blood.
Isn't it hard to study Japanese as you age and your brain becomes less flexible? Now pay attention. Because you are older, we introduce an even better method.
My bad. If you feel like I disrespected you, my bad. But don't blame me, blame him. This is the reason why I said it. I'm keeping it real, right? I wouldn't have never said it if I never came in No Jump. I never would have said it. If I never would have came here, I never would have said it. That's why. Listen. That's why I got this now, California. So this gonna keep all this negative energy away. Last time I didn't have nothing to protect me, so I said stupid shit. You ain't gonna trick me to say.
Yeah, I don't know, I could be wrong here, but these interviews, especially the 607 Unk and Adam 22 and No Jumper, they're starting to seem scripted or planned or rehearsed. Something not right about these interviews.
Stupid shit no more. This building is haunted.
You're trying to convince me that a piece of charcoal is going to change anything?
It's going to stop it. Come on, you don't know what this is, man. I'm going to tell you.
Just a rock.
It's not just a rock.
What is
it? It's conscious.
It's a rock.
No, it's not just a rock. But you're going to understand what this is when they put it in the comments because they understand what I'm doing right now. I'm protecting myself. I'm protecting myself from you because every time I come here, you get me in some fucked up shit, right?
I would say that you get yourself in some...
How? When you get me a fucking shit every time I come here because you were the person letting it happen. Listen, if just like say cheese right now. Just like say cheese. Come on, why you worry about what I'm doing? You don't worry about when I'm getting fucked up. You worry about when I'm smoking. That was just crazy. Just like say cheese doing Charleston White. You know Charleston White got a big mouth. You know he gonna say some shit.
What are they doing there?
They putting titles on there and making them say crazy shit. Crazier than what he said.
So you watched the Charleston White Say Cheese interview and you're just going to go with his narrative?
Yeah, because Charleston White may say some crazy shit. If you with me, don't make me say worse crazy shit than I already said.
I don't understand Charleston White's argument with that. He said that Say Cheese makes him look bad for content or whatever. And it's like, bruh, all of these streamers, which he kind of looks at it like that, is YouTube is bad, YouTube makes them look bad, and then you have all these streamers. Guess what all these streamers do? They all pay clippers to clip things that happen on stream, and guess what those clips end up being is basically almost exactly the same type of negative narratives that you see in the YouTube titles on a platform like Say Cheese.
But here's the problem, though. When you got Say Cheese and Charles White, they've been together for all this time. Say Cheese should have the understanding, like, look, if he trying to go another way, if he put Aiden Ross, whatever that Jew name, you know that Jew is out right now, he's kind of like, he's a good dude. Yeah. But listen, he is doing what he's doing. When he sees Charleston White elevating, then he should automatically stop. Chase Cheese refused to stop because he's making, what, $200,000 a month off Charleston White interviews and giving Charleston White 10. So I'll be upset too.
$200,000
a month is what he making off Charleston White interviews.
What are you talking about?
That what he making
$200,000 a month?
That what he making? Everybody knows this. Come on, man. Say Cheese making $200,000 a month off Charleston White only.
$200,000 a month would maybe be like 20 million views.
Right.
Do you think he's getting 20 million views a month?
Who clip up more shit than him and Vlad and Cam Capone? You don't do what they do, gang. You don't understand.
I would guess that Say Cheese maybe gets like 5 to 10.
No, there's nobody getting, as Adam saying, nobody's getting 200,000 a month of interviewing as a single individual. Also, another thing is nobody can make you look bad on any interview, as you know. You go there, you say what you want to, no one forces you to say the things that you say. So if you come out looking bad from the things you decided to say, then that's your problem.
million views.
Man, he get $1,000 a minute. He put out a minute at a time.
No.
These niggas about a minute of content at a time. They get $1,000 a minute.
I actually think that if Sean Cotton is paying Charleston White $10,000 for an interview, that he might be breaking even or making a small profit.
Here's my thing. I've been with you so long. Why come right now you don't see Charleston White with his own thing on Say Cheese thing? Why Say Cheese that he interviewed with Charleston White? Why haven't we seen Charleston White develop? He been around Aiden Ross for a little bit of time. He developed it. He's doing bigger things. He been Charleston White.
Aiden Ross has a bigger platform than Say Cheese. Yeah, sure.
Say Cheese is bigger if he want to be bigger, but why haven't he helped Charleston White other than interviews? So he's not helping Charleston White at all. Because what he doing not helping him. Give me $10,000 to destroy my name.
But I mean, Sean Cotton built up Charleston White to the point where he started getting paid to do interviews on all these other platforms. So yeah, maybe he's paying him $10,000 for an interview, but he's the reason why Charleston became what he became.
But you know this, right? If you build me up to be a certain place, in order for me to sustain this, I have to change. I have to do something different. So you can't keep on doing the same shit with me over and over again. It's going to destroy me. At this point, Charles White said so much bad shit about people. I'm surprised he can walk the streets. But I've been moving with him, moving around with him. He walks the streets like he normal. So anytime anything can happen to Charleston White, and we got to blame Say Cheese, because he's the one that's steady putting this shit out after Charleston White saying, yo, don't do it no more.
So if Charleston White says things that are considered offensive in interviews and somebody beats him up, we can't blame him. We can't blame the person who beat him up. We have to blame the guy who gave him a job and allowed him to speak freely on his platform and paid him.
I don't think you understand. I'm saying that Charleston White do got some blame, but some blame got to go on Say Cheese too, because Say Cheese knew he done made more off of it than Charleston White. Who you think made more money? Charleston White or Say Cheese off the video? Who you think made the most money?
Probably Charleston White, really, yeah.
Come on, stop. Charleston White made no more money than Say Cheese off them interviews.
I don't think so. Now if he's paying him $10,000 an interview.
He ain't.
His interviews average like 1 million views, which might be 10,000, roughly.
I think he was giving him a percentage from all of the interviews, and I think the percentage.
But Charleston himself has said that he was getting paid $10,000 per interview, which
I don't think that was true.
Sometimes I feel like maybe he's exaggerating just to make it look good. But I mean, what is the Say Cheese title that makes Charleston White
goes off, snaps, all this.
Charleston
White, this is the problem. Goes off, snaps. Every time you see him, he's going off. He's snapping for clickbait. He's saying something bad about somebody's mother, somebody's child.
I'm just gonna
highlight those.
Okay, the Charleston White interview that made NBA YoungBoy ban him. Charleston White banned from YoungBoy Tour face to face. Charleston White on storming off HBCU campus. Charleston White goes off on Lil Uzi Vert and Gilly the Kid.
Goes off.
Charleston White explains why he disrespected Charlie Kirk. Charleston White goes off on Young Thug for interrogation video. Charleston White goes off on Devin Haney and Angel Reese.
Yes.
I mean, but is that not an accurate depiction of what he's actually doing in those interviews? Because we all know the reason why you click on a Charleston White interview is quite often because he's going to go off on some famous person or something going on in the culture, and he's funny, he's insightful.
Say Cheese that posted that this nigga was dead. He didn't post that this man was dead. And say, he took it down, but he post anything. He didn't post that he was dead. If he go to jail, who the first person that's going to post it? Say Cheese, right? Say Cheese will be the first person to do everything, but Charleston White, guess what he got? He go do comedy shows. Go look at Say Cheese page. You don't see none of the comedy shows on his page. You don't see him promote none of the shit Charleston White water or promote none of the things that Charleston White do positive. You don't see none of that on his page.
I think there's definitely room for that in his interviews. He's asking him all kinds of stuff.
But he's not highlighting it. But he's not highlighting it. That's not what's on his page. That's not one of his channel. What's on his channel was all the negative stuff, right? The stuff that's gonna get you the views. But sometimes you gotta put someone on this night. Listen, I'm gonna say this right. When everybody,
you almost just said the truth there. Sometimes you gotta title it some crazy shit to get people to watch it. But then when you watch it, realistically, Charleston White might be chilling for most of it.
I'm saying this.
Might be promoting his water.
But sometimes you got to show that you really with a person. Just like when everybody was trolling you with Jason Love, I took upon myself to make a video to say, yo, he didn't get his ass whooped. Yo, he won because he defeated Fury and got in the ring when everybody else was trolling you. I could have said a lot of shit bad about you, but I chose not to. That's what I'm saying. So he could choose to say something good about Charleston White in a highlighting way. And I put that on my main channel. I say you help more niggas than Jesus.
Okay.
Right? And a lot of people don't. Who gonna say you help niggas? You help niggas and destroy niggas. I can't say that. I can say that.
Okay, but this is my thing. When I go and do the boxing match against Jason Love, it's like, okay, I know I'm putting myself in a position where people are going to be able to talk shit, make fun of me, etc., or whatever.
For the next 10,000 years.
Yeah, I get it. And I did it anyway. I did it for the money. I did it for the attention.
Yeah.
Why is Charleston White not able to say the same thing about a Say Cheese interview? That he puts himself in the position where he goes off on Charlie Kirk. You already know that when you do an interview and you talk shit about this dead famous guy that was really popular to a certain segment of society, that people are going to be mad at you. Like, that's just how it goes.
Do you know how much money and situations he lost from that? And Say Cheese could have stopped that at any moment, pulled it down when it was destroying him. Listen, sometimes we all slip up and say something wrong. Just like I slept up and said
why
that.
Is that Say Cheese's responsibility? And what if he lose from talking shit about Charlie Kirk?
Did you know he was getting toured and white people was messing with him at that moment? White people backed away from Charleston White and didn't want to mess with him no more, right? And that was coming from Say Cheese, his interviews and the light that he get over there. Even when Aiden Ross told him, Aiden Ross said, yo, I f with you, man, but look, the shit you doing over there with Charleston White, that kind of like make you look bad for branding deals, right?
With Sean Cotton? Did Aiden Ross tell him that?
Yeah. Aiden Ross told him, listen,
I'm going to go out on a limb and say that Aiden Ross doesn't know what Say Cheese is.
Listen, I'm going to say this, like, you see how you got all this stuff and all this stuff, they won't let Charleston White do this stuff with all of that stuff. Reason why you got all these brands up here and they can support you and give you checks because No Jumper is a business and it's run professionally because you know how to do both, right? I'm saying Say Cheese got to learn how to do both. I don't got no problem with Say Cheese. I never had to Say Cheese. I'm just saying what I observed coming from Charleston White. All I see is negative stuff coming from Say Cheese from everybody. I never see nothing positive on Say Cheese channel.
How is Sean Cotton doing anything different than what everybody else is doing?
I never seen nothing positive off his channel. Whenever you seen something positive off Say Cheese channel, no. Everybody knows Say Cheese is known for negativity. Everybody in the trenches know that, right? He single-handedly f***ed up the trenches. Everybody know.
You think Sean Cotton...
Single-handedly.
How is Sean Cotton doing anything different than every other interviewer?
Because the way, the amount of the way... do it to a way that's so disrespectful. He got the worst disrespectful titles, and he clip it up to make sure you hear it. And he put up every inch of the word worse than Vlad. Everybody mad at Vlad. It should be mad at Sean. I'm keeping it real. Vlad is one thing, but Sean worse than Vlad.
If you enjoyed that clip, make sure you become a member for only $5 a month. It really helps support